Okay. Sorry, chat. We are, in fact, back. I said right beforehand that it was probably gonna break my stream, and it did. So, where I last left off, you probably don't even recognize, because I was not here at all. I don't remember where I last left off when I was streaming, but, I, I kept going. I kept going, and I made a whole nother backpack here where I found most of everything I needed, as well as some other fun stuff. I needed lark. I got a bunch of lark. I found my fur, which I think most of it is in here. Chestnut. Is that all the fur that I got? Really? Was just this? I only got one stack? I definitely cut down more than that. That's probably just all I could carry. But that's fine, because I have a ton of these ones are the correct fur saplings. I have a ton of them to regrow them, because I'm gonna need a ton of fir logs. Now, the tricky part is, I have not found the last and the most important one, which is the Palo Verde log, and it's the biome that I'm assuming it's in, because honestly, I still don't know where it is. Like where I can find it at. I could probably look it up. I probably should look it up. But let's save that for whenever I do find a Mojave, because I'm going to assume it is in a Mojave, and if it's not, then, I'll end the stream. No, I won't actually do that. Maybe I'll rage quit. I'll rage quit the game. I've discovered what my issue is with this, rendering stuff. And I... For fuck's sake, bro. Dropping everything, like freaking usual. God damn it, I did it again. Oh. Anyway, it's got to do with, I guess just like the server type of thing, having a hard time loading everything, and it's getting overloaded. And it's just not working. The only problem is I can't really do anything about that other than, like, maybe getting a new CPU. There's some other stuff I could do that's a little complex, but, oh, I was supposed to actually try and see if, lowering my allocated memory would fix it, but I didn't do that, so, oh well. We'll have to try that next time. Or I'll just try it at some point off stream. Yeah, it's basically like an overloaded, overloaded... It tells you. Well, I have a little console thing on, CurseForge. Shout out to CurseForge. I am not sponsored, but shout out anyway. God damn it, I keep knocking this over. Move that away from me. Because they have a little console that basically tells you everything that's going on, like, script-wise, I guess. And so it's really easy to read that and troubleshoot with it. It's really helped me a lot with trying to find issues with mod, incompatibilities, and, just, like, other general issues with it. Like, sometimes if I'm missing a mod, it won't even tell me. If I'm missing a mod, it'll just, like, crash. Won't even give me a crash, log, it'll just crash, and I'm like, bruh. So I have to try and figure it out on my own, and I usually look through the crash log, which you have to go into to look at. Like, usually it'll tell me in, like, a console, oh, you're missing this, and that's just from, not Fabric, but I guess, like, the mod loader, maybe? Is different from the other one I was talking about. But sometimes it doesn't tell you. And then you're like, well, now I gotta guess. But usually it'll tell me in there, like, oh, this mod requires this one. I'm like, oh. Oh. See, this is frustrating, I will say. I think... one of these is the right button. Shaders should have already been disabled. You telling me it wasn't disabled? That's weird. Imagine everything just gets fixed. That would be amazing. It just keeps saying shaders disabled. Pretty sure it's supposed to be N. There isn't one bound to N. Wow. Will open waypoint screen view? No. What do you mean there's an N? Don't lie to me. Key, N. Open waypoint screen. Why is it telling me it's red? I don't understand. Alright, well. It's working. So, basically I'm going to turn a lot of these off that I don't need. Like, especially... disable... 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 disable, 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 and I can re-enable them when I need them. Disable, 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 disable. Now, all I have is my home one enabled, because that's all I need, quite frankly. I bet it's telling me right now that it's having a tough time. Yeah, waiting. Waiting on chunk render task executor. Oh. I saw that. Said something and then it disappeared. Eventually it times out and it goes. Timed out waiting for world statistics. There it is. That's what it tells you. A single server tick has taken 4,000. Actually, 40,000. More than 40,000 milliseconds. And then it gives me a whole thread dump. Now, what it said at the bottom was it was waiting on chunk renderer... something. Some of them they time out. Waiting for. Oh, you know, if you really want to know where I've gone, that might have been why it was changed. I might have changed that. So I came from this direction. I can just zoom all the way out. Sometimes the rendering glitches. But basically... these big patches are where I, like, went around the continent, but... So this is where we live. It doesn't look like I went very far, but keep in mind that where I am over here is 18,000 blocks from home. 18,000. So, basically what I'm telling you is this is going to be a hell of a trip. And it's not all water, so... Where did my boat go? Did I lose my boat again? This is the third boat that I lost. It's because I have no inventory space for it. Because... Oh, I found claws in a chest, as you can see. Because I probably should just put this necklace on, even though I don't really want to, but I don't want to get rid of it, because I bet it'll be useful someday. Maybe someday. It's a necklace that lets you sink in the water. I don't know... I can't see how that could ever be helpful except for mining, but even then... Meh. Like, meh. I don't really know. But I have it. I have it if I ever need it. One day I probably will need it. That usually does happen. I'm working on my Twitch panels on my page because How? Oh, I was sitting on the zipper of my jacket. Ow. That hurt. Ow. I was sitting on that for a while, I didn't even realize. I'm working on my Twitch panels, what I was saying. I'm not done them yet. But I've got my artwork one up if you're interested in my artwork and what I draw and, you know, just seeing my artwork, go ahead. It's up there for you with links. Just click on it and you'll get sent to my commission page. If you want to go see where my art is, other than, because I just have some examples on there, but they're kind of old, so if you want to see newer stuff, you can go on TikTok. I haven't posted on TikTok art-wise in a while, but I'm on and off with my art, that's why. I was doing consistent comics for 5 seconds before my tablet broke, so I have to switch over to my iPad because I wasn't using Procreate, I was using Clip Studio Paint. Sorry, you have to stop and pet the kitty every now and again, you know? If you got a cat, make sure you're stopping it and petting your cat every now and again. Unless your cat doesn't like that, but I haven't ever met a cat that doesn't like petting in some situation, whether it's like, you know, maybe they just don't like getting pet a lot, like they only like being pet when they want, or like a certain person for them to be pet by. The only cats that don't like to be touched are feral cats, and why do you have a feral cat in your house? How did you get a feral cat in your house? Why? They're very mean. Because they don't like people. Who can blame them? Today was a very lovely day where I live. It's very warm. 70 degrees. First really warm day of the season. It was actually kind of hot. We walked to get breakfast. And we got some breakfast, and I got some really crappy coffee where I brought it home and made it better, but still nothing like my husband's coffee. The only problem I have with riding in a boat is you have to kind of, like, wait for the chunks to load. It only loads like this because I don't think I've loaded... Yeah, I haven't loaded this in on the map, so that's the only reason it's having a tough time loading. If I already loaded it in, it's basically... It's not loading in the chunks. It's generating the world in front of me, so that's probably why it's having a tough time. But I'm not gonna like fly around in creative and like load the world in, because for one, it's gonna take a long time and I'll be discovering stuff that I want to discover in survival. So what I'm telling you is, I need to upgrade my PC or try out the one and only fix that I found that I could try. That it's not gonna fix it, but it might make it better. And if it doesn't, then we're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm used to it. Honestly, I mean, like, this isn't usually the typical lag that I deal with. I grew up playing Minecraft on a laptop. So, and it was a $200 laptop. So it was not really that good. It was good in its time for, like, I mean, I could play modded Minecraft on it. That's pretty impressive. But, you know, I was running, like, 20 FPS. You see people complain about, 60 FPS. That's so funny to me. I'm not gonna complain about my frame rate because my frame rate's fantastic. It's delicious. It's the rendering, the chunk rendering that I have an issue with. And sometimes you get entity lag, which is when, like, mobs are lagging or, like, you break a block and it's not registering that it's breaking it and then you gotta wait a minute. That's annoying. Another thing that I saw was a fix was lowering your render distance, but don't lower it any lower than 10. And that's what I have it on, so I'm gonna put these on 10 and see if that makes a difference. Maybe that'll, like, make it better. Maybe I have that too low. Oh? Let's not get too excited. Oh, itchy, sorry. Jelly yellies. The top of the world. Oh, you gotta be yoking me. You didn't see me. Oh! We must be near, an island soon. We're gonna hit land soon. I expect to hit a few things of land on the way back. We're in warmer waters. I think this is lukewarm. I can zoom in now. Lush stacks, that's it. That's all it's gonna tell me. Maybe it's warm. Because the other one I was in was lukewarm. Something I've noticed, there's something when you're riding in a boat that makes, yeah, that. I think, I'm gonna guess it's like glowing algae down there. Oh. See, I don't like that. I hate that. That was the sinking necklace that just did that. I would take fall damage? Oh my god, I need to be careful. If I get out of this boat in the middle of the ocean and I take fall damage when I'm in the water, I'm gonna die. I'm taking it off. I'm gonna forget. I would straight die, because I would take fall damage all the way to the bottom of the ocean. I would die. That's crazy. Alright, we've already gone 2,000 blocks, folks. That was pretty quick, regardless, like, despite how slow I'm gonna have to go because of the chunks. It's already 7 o'clock. I don't want to turn the game off just to change the allocated memory and see if it fixes it. I think I have it on like 10 gigabytes right now. Or 12. I should probably drop it down to 8. If I already have it on 8, then I don't know, drop it down to like 6. Now this is the thing that sucks, is that the ocean floor is really far down. Oh my god, it's so far down. So I would put my boat down and that would help with the loading. By the time I wake up, it would load the world up a little bit, because the way that the sleeping works is that it loads, like, the world is still ticking while I'm sleeping, which is good because that means farms that are active while I'm sleeping are still working at the same amount of time it would be if I was awake. So it's not like you sleep and then snap, you're awake and nothing changes, you know, like. So it renders the world while I'm sleeping. It's not that bad right now, though. At least it's not, like, freezing and I gotta sit here for, like, quite a few minutes waiting for it to load. Sometimes, like, I think, like, 20 or 30 was the most I had to load. Because it loads in villages that give it a really tough time, because I did the math with the bees, because, you know, it only has so many beehives in those villages because it's going based off of Minecraft logic where you can only have 3 bees in a hive. And I have a mod that changes it so that there can be as many bees as I can, like, I think I can configure it to any amount, to be honest, but I have it so that it has, I had to lower it to 15, I think it was originally 30, or 20. And so imagine having 20 bees per beehive, and there's like 10 in a village. You've got, that's actually 2,000, isn't it? No, that is 200. Yeah, it's 200. 200 bees. 200 bees in one village? Hell no. So I don't know what to do about that. I don't know if I should take out the village mod. For fuck's sake. And, like, either try to switch it with another one, but I don't want it to break the world because I've already loaded in so many villages. I don't know if that would just, like, make the villages cease to exist, or they would just, go back to being regular villages. I don't know. Because I don't know exactly if the mod... I can look at the mod page. I think it tells you whether it configures the mods to replace villages, vanilla villages, or if it's literally a different variation of villages. If it's a different variation, then all of the villages that will have been spawned will disappear. Which means all of the villages that I have nearby me will not exist, and in order to get a new village, I have to reload new parts of the world that haven't already gone to, which I have done pretty large amount here. I just don't know if I should, like, risk that. I think I could test it, so long as I don't load the world. I might be able to test it in a different world. I also don't know if that's worth the risk. I do have a copy of this mod pack, so I think I could do it in that one, and it wouldn't affect this one at all. Make a new world, find a village, stand in that village, edit the world, get rid of the mod, or turn the mod off, because I can turn it off in CurseForge. Come back into the world, see what happened to the village. If it got destroyed, like it's just non-existent, or if it converted back to a vanilla village. Or if it breaks the world, which is what I'm worried about the most, if it just breaks the whole world. Because if that's the case, I'm not going to do anything to the mod pack with that until I literally update it to the next version. And that is still gonna be scary. Because it can still break the world. Ugh. I should have known. I had a weird feeling about those villages. I should have, like, done a different village mod, because it's just, like, too much. They make them too big. They put too much stuff in it. Like, maybe I should just, like, lower the rate at which they spawn. I think I can do that in the config. They just spawn too often. Like, if they're going to spawn that large, make them very rare. That way it's like, when you find them, it's like, oh, here's a really big city. And then have, like, different villages. Maybe if I can configure it so that vanilla villages spawn or the different type of village would spawn, so I'd have a smaller version of villages, but I don't know if I could do that. Probably not. Ugh, my walk tired me out today. We're down another 2,000 blocks, fellas. Let's go. We're gonna get there. Even if most of the stream is me just riding in a boat, which it might be, because even when I get back, I'm gonna unload everything that I found, and I'm gonna go right back out to go find the Palo Verde. I'm not going to start making any of the stuff that I have for the checklist until I found this fucking Palo Verde. And when I find the Palo Verde, I'm gonna have to... Do I have the slicer in this? Oh. That's gonna be an issue. What's that? Whoa, 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 whoa! Get away from me! No touchy! Jesus. I might have to download the Farmer's Delight mod and the create compatible one, Slice and Dice, for it. You can't download Slice and Dice without Farmer's Delight, by the way. Or maybe I can, and it's just gonna recommend Farmer's Delight. I don't want to use Farmer's Delight, though, so I can download it and I just won't use it. I want to use the Let's Do mod. If at some point maybe I get bored with the Let's Do mod and I want to try if I want to try and, you know, like, automate with the Farmer's Delight, because I don't think you can automate with Let's Do, then maybe I'll do that, but I'm gonna focus on Let's Do series in this world. We're gonna... sorry. That's probably really annoying, I'm sorry. We're gonna do some handmade, homemade cooking in this world. No automated food making. We're gonna walk into a kitchen, and we're gonna cook in the kitchen, fellas. You heard it here first, folks. I wonder how Tree Man's doing. Oh, you know, I haven't set up a... If you come into the chat, like, if you're lurking right now and you see that I mentioned in my rules a lurk command and you try it and it doesn't work, I'm sorry, I haven't set it up yet. Just a warning, fair warning. If you're lurking and you wanted to do that lurk command, I don't want you to feel awkward. And be like, oh my god, it didn't work. Now I'm just like... Now they're aware I'm here. I'll be aware you're here anyway, because you're gonna do the lurk command, but like... I'm gonna try and find something fun to do with the lurk command that's not something like... Because, you know, if you're gonna lurk, that's fine. Go ahead and lurk, you know? You're not forced to be a part of the chat or anything. You don't gotta chat if you don't want to. You're welcome here no matter how you are here. No matter what you are doing here, you are welcome. So I gotta try and find something fun that doesn't feel like you're being forced to chat, and it doesn't feel like a call out or anything like that. You know what I want to know is if somebody is lurking in a chat, or, you know, like lurking on a stream, and, I want to know, if you do a lurk command, would you prefer for the streamer to, like, respond to you doing that lurk command, like just saying hi? Or do you feel like being called out, like you don't want to be called out? That's what I want to know. Just watching my stream to see if it's dropping frames, since I'm dropping frames in here, and I thought I saw it lagging, but that might have just been my computer. You'd think that would make my stream lag, though, if it is my computer, because that's what my stream's running on. I don't know. having a really hard time not yawning. I promise I'm not that tired. Just sometimes when I'm sitting down and like on my computer, even if I'm not that tired, I just yawn over and over and over again. I do it on stream a lot, I don't know why. Maybe it's my ADHD, it's just not like engaged enough, but if I was going back and forth in a conversation with somebody, I don't think I would be yawning. As much, at least. Because my brain would be, like, thinking. Whereas when I'm playing this, I don't really need to think. Conversation comes up. Even if I'm not talking. Like, there's nobody in chat I'm talking to right now. I'll still have, like, something to conversate about. Usually. Sometimes I, you know... Sometimes I lose my jazz. And I don't have anything to talk about, and then I just sit here in silence. And I don't want to do that. I don't like sitting in silence. Gotta be a chat if you want somebody to chat, you know? And I'm a talkative little guy. And my cat is slowly sliding off of the cherry's leg on next to me. I gotta get that cat cam, guys. I know you want to sit here and watch my cat sleep and be a menace. He's so cute. I'd pick him up and show you, but I don't want to interrupt his sleep. Do-do, do-do. Oh, are you kidding me? We're breaking through, chat. I'm not about to get out of this boat, have to drop something just to place this boat again. We're breaking through. There it is. The other side. I can see it with my eyes. Oh, we're not there yet. Oh, we're not there yet. I do need this clay, but I can't gather it because I don't have inventory space. Which is why I have to go back right now. Otherwise, I would just go keep looking for this damn Palo Verde. Alright. We're free! Hell yeah. Don't do it again. Please. That's terrifying. 12K. Uns. This is some good ass music. Oh, I don't have game audio on right now. Oops. And you could probably barely hear the music. There we go. Sorry, guys. We're back in... Oh. Look at that shark. It's a thresher. It's got a really long tail. Looks like a hook. There we go. We are back in just a regular deep ocean, okay? It's a very strong color change, I guess because the lukewarm ocean is usually a little bit more subtle of a change. Have you ever seen, chat, what it actually... There's a sunfish over there. Have you ever actually seen what it looks like when water like switches from one color to another in real life when it's going from like one region to the other? It looks really crazy. Looks pretty interesting. Should look it up. It looks like some Minecraft shit. You know, when I was younger, I didn't discover fire natives' existences until 7th grade middle school. Because where I am, we don't really get tornadoes at all, let alone fire natives. It doesn't get that hot over here. It can get hot, but nowhere near that. we don't really have fires either. Probably because it's so humid where I am. We get very bad humidity. Heat. And, yeah, when I discovered them, I wrote a paper on them about them in 7th grade. It was pretty dope. Not the paper, just what I learned about them. They're crazy. If you've never seen one, yeah, don't lie to me. If you've never seen one, look it up. They look pretty crazy. Can you imagine how terrifying that is? I mean, it's bad enough seeing a tornado coming towards you. And then the next thing you know, it's on fire. Yeah, okay. I'm done. I'm logging out. You okay? Just making funny faces. Chat, are we a coffee fan, or are we a tea fan, or are we a hot cocoa fan? Tara! Hi, Tara! It's the baddest bitch in the century in the chat, fellas. If I had a soundboard, I'd play me an applause and then a very risque moaning sound every time you entered the chat. But yes, chat, are we a coffee, a hot cocoa, or a tea fan? I drink all three, but I'm definitely not a fan of tea. And I'm not, even though I drink coffee nowadays, and I seem to drink it every time I'm on stream. I'm actually not a big coffee fan either. Catch me with a cup of hot cocoa. Hot cocoa will always be the best. But you can have bad hot cocoa. I've had, first of all, hot cocoa mixed with water. When you've had it mixed with milk, never the same ever again. You're never gonna want it with water ever again. It's worth it though, it's really good, it's way better, it's nice, it's much more creamy. The flavor seems to be more vibrant with milk rather than water. And every time I've had it with water after, it's just unsatisfying. I'll drink it, but I'll be sad while I'm drinking it. Oh, we changed ocean color again. Oh, we're in the deep cold ocean. Are we gonna go through the glaciers again? Are you telling me that these guys come all the way over here? There's no way. No, this is just also a deep cold ocean, okay. We're about halfway there, chat. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Only way it should be made. Now, the thing is that you can get away with powdered hot cocoa, like in a container, mixed with milk, if you're mixing it with milk. It's good that way, but better making it literally from cocoa yourself, and it can be unsweetened hot or unsweetened cacao, because I learned recently that cocoa is different than baking cocoa, which is like the unsweetened cocoa. Cocoa is usually just actually has a sweetener in it. But you want it unsweetened because it's more natural that way, and you can choose what sweetener you're putting in it, and it'll be more healthy, and you know, you can choose how much of that sweetener you're putting in it. I have made hot cocoa like this before. It's more of a pain in the ass, but it is top tier hot cocoa. It is much better than powdered cocoa. Powdered, hot cocoa mix with milk. Because you're still using milk when you're making it homemade. It's just a pain because you have to cook it. Instead of, like, just heating up milk, putting it in. You have to actually, like, cook the cocoa. Because the cocoa's raw. It's... Don't eat the cocoa by itself, though, by the way. Just because it's chocolate doesn't mean it's good. It's like eating really, really raw dark chocolate. If you've ever had... Oh, that's a whole other thing. Chat, have I ever told you about how bad 70, 80... I think it was 80, the one that I had. 80%... What is it called? I guess it's like the percentage of how much of it is like dark chocolate or like how much is like actual straight dark chocolate. And the one that I had, cause I was lied to, by the way, that supposedly if you eat like, was it like half a bar every day when you're on your period of 70% dark chocolate, it helps lower cramps. And in general, it is good for your mood. That is true. It doesn't have to be 70%. Just dark chocolate in general helps your mood when you're PMSing or when you're on your period. We're below 10,000! I'm gonna say it again. We're below 9,000. Anyway. I've had 80%. Don't eat it. Do not. I don't care if you like bitter chocolate. Don't fucking touch it. It's disgusting. And I'm not a big fan of dark chocolate in general. Just plain dark chocolate that's sweetened even, I don't really like that much. I'll eat it now because I've had such horrible dark chocolate now that, like, that chocolate is actually sweet to me. But this shit, oh my god, it doesn't taste like chocolate. It doesn't taste like dark chocolate. I don't know what the fuck it tastes like. It tastes nasty. Don't eat it. It's disgusting. You want to go torture yourself? Go ahead, have fun. But you're gonna hate it. You're gonna wish you didn't. You're gonna wish you didn't exist anymore. It's disgusting. And it didn't help, by the way. Well, first of all, I had to drink. So, this is trash.
Oh, it's trash?
Yeah. Why, are you hungry?
Oh, yeah.
It is dinner time. But are you gonna lay down? Oh, no. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oopsies. Oopsies. Anyway. It didn't help. I think I did eat half the bar. I think I did manage to get down like half the bar. But it was very difficult. I had to drink so much liquid after that to wash it down, and even then that taste was stuck in my mouth. But I literally, and I'm not somebody who often like, cause I have emetophobia, I have a fear of vomiting and seeing people vomit. So I'm not one to easily be made nauseous or vomiting from eating food. Nausea, I have chronic nausea, that's annoying as shit, but there's glaciers all the way over here, too? Oh my fucking god. Shit never leaves. Yeah, because now I'm in a deep frozen ocean, huh? Yeah. Fuck's sake. Anyway. It didn't help my cramps at all. I still had cramps just as bad as I usually do. Another thing is, chat, if you are coffee drinkers and you are of female descent where you get periods or you just get periods in general, don't drink coffee on your period. If you do drink coffee on your period and you experience horrible period cramps and things, that is why. You're probably still going to experience cramps like that are bad depending on how your body is. But if you are drinking coffee on your period and you are experiencing ridiculous cramp pain, that is why. That is why it is as bad as it is, because it probably isn't normally that bad. I did this the last time I had my period, but that's because I didn't know I had my period. I probably wouldn't have drank a cup of coffee if I knew I had my period, but I drank one in the morning when I went to my mom's doctor's appointment, or her blood work appointment, actually. After her blood work appointment, actually, while she was at her blood work appointment, I got my period, and when I started getting cramps, and then I went home and, you know, I did my thing, because I didn't have my stuff with me. I didn't have a tampon with me, so I just had to sit there with my legs crossed and hope to God nothing happened to me. When we got home, I put a tampon in, and I took medicine, and I still, after taking medicine, and I was told by the doctor, because I already experienced really bad cramping, that I can take 3 at a time if it's not working, because usually I also get lower back pain with it, and the Advil or ibuprofen, I mean, can only do so much for my pain when I have my period. So usually I take 2 and it only gets rid of my cramps, which isn't that bad, but my back pain gets really, really bad. So she suggested I take 3. So I've been taking 3. That does get rid of all of the pain. I took 3 that day, and it got rid of hardly any of the pain. I still had back pain. I still had cramp pain. Horrible. The next day, I didn't drink a coffee because I looked it up and found out that, yes, coffee does make it worse. And the reason it makes it worse is because it is straining your blood cells, I believe. Like, it's making them... It's, like, restricting them, or, like, they're, what's the word? It's making them worse. I don't remember the technical term for it. I looked it up. Just had to look it up. But it's doing something to the blood cells where it's making it, like, I guess, harder for the, tissue to shed. So you're getting worse cramps because it's pulling it off harder. Or you're just, maybe it's more sensitive from it. Don't drink coffee. If you need some sort of sweet fix or like something to wake you up in the morning, if that's what you drink coffee for, I drink it for the taste. Because I make it a certain way that I like it. Drink hot cocoa instead. For me, I don't know if it'll be different for everybody, but for me, when I was drinking it, I didn't experience pain, really bad pain from drinking hot cocoa. I didn't really have any issues with drinking hot cocoa on my period, and I usually do with chocolate, so yeah, recommended. My thumb is slanted. Recommended, alternative. Alright, we're gonna... How am I breaking this when I have mining fatigue? Oh, I'm so broken right now. Oh, I'm broke right now. Fuck. See, this is what I was talking about. And we almost got over 9,000. It's all these damn glaciers, I bet. Is it weird I'm saying in glaciers? Glaciers? I usually say glaciers. Just feeling fancy. It's probably telling me in the console that it's timing out. Yeah. Timed out, waiting for world statistics, so it's gonna take a minute for it to fix itself. See, I keep being told this by Spark. Does that mean that Spark is fucking my shit up? It's about to fix itself in a second. And the sun's coming up, so I'm not even gonna be able to sleep. It might go backwards, though. I had that